gonna grab these few scriptures that the brother right here put up. First, I want to give all praises on and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Bahakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Do well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. Brothers laboring in this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. Salutations to you, brothers and sisters who believe in this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Let me grab that real quick. Haggai 1:6, it reads, Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is no warmth. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. All right, because here in Babylon, it's like you can never, you know, get to see ends meet. It's like you doing the hustle and bustle, working 1 to 2 to 3 jobs. And it's like it's a never ending cycle, that hamster wheel, that rat race of just continue to get to nowhere. It's like they move the goalposts as close. As soon as you get close to it, the goalpost is being moved, right? And that's because the Lord has set it up that way. Especially for Jake, man. When we under these curses, two, so we getting that whipping. Two, this is a society. Matter of fact, he's gonna say it in the next precept. Proverbs 29:2. Let's go grab it. Proverbs 29:2, it reads, When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. People are not rejoicing right now. So the righteous is clearly not in authority. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. So people are mourning. People are lamenting. People are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired of people are crashing out. People are at their breaking point. You see, that's where most people are at right now. They're at the point of no return. Right.
So fucking sick of this life. Every day you get up, you go to work. Well, what the fuck for? What are we getting up for? You get up, you go to work, you get paid, you pay your bills, you're fucking broke. Every fucking week. When's it gonna change? Is this just the way it is now? So live our lives fucking broke? No money to save? No vacation? Just barely pay your bills. Nothing left. And you wonder why people have so many problems with their mental health. Because they're just not fucking happy. It affects all aspects of your life.
And that's the difference that's what separates the children, the men that you sincere women, you know, that follow and worship and serve the Lord with sincerity and truth than everyone else. Because they trust in the Pharaoh, they trust in this broken reed, and they're under that cruel Lord. So remember I said when the wicked bear rule, we brought that precept, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So the people mourning because of their rulership, right? There's plenty of resources for Esau to do better, but ultimately he doesn't want to because he want to see people suffer, right?
Go to work, you're fucking thinking about it. Drive home, you're thinking about it. With your family, you're thinking about it. You try to sleep, you're thinking about it. You don't get a fucking break. And that's what the people in the government don't understand. The people are fucking tired. We're sick and tired of the bullshit. People need fucking help, and they know it ain't fucking coming. And that's the reality of the whole situation. We're all just fucked.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so that's the reality for everyone else. But see, the Lord said in Isaiah 65 that his servants shall eat and they should be thirsty. They should be hungry. Servants should drink and they should be thirsty. All right. And even though we have to strive into the truth of death, that's what separates us. from them. All right, let's go.
What's wrong with America, dude? I don't understand it. Like, how is it still a thing that all these big-ass billion-dollar corporations and companies are charging and scamming us so much fucking money, and it's just supposed to be okay? Like, somebody who's struggling like me, I work 2 jobs. Most of the time I work 6 days a week, and I'm still struggling to pay my bills. So sometimes my bills are late, or my phone gets shut off, or my internet gets shut off, and then I get it turned back on. But then they just tack on all these fucking fees, a reconnection fee, a late fee, an agent assistance fee, a this fee, a that fee. Like, I'm struggling. You're charging me more money when I didn't have money to fucking begin with. Don't even get me started on fucking taxes and insurance. That's all a scam. But I don't understand how these corporations and companies are allowed to get away with this type of shit. It's so fucking aggravating and frustrating, and it just makes me like, I don't even know.
I'm not going front. It do feel like, even with like the way you kind of look at like the way everything is structured today, like when it comes to bills and all the debt that we have today, and it just make you kind of like kind of look at your life and say, damn, I think it really does feel like that they really trying to cripple a lot of us out here. It seems like every time it do, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna even bullshit. It just seems like every time when you feel like you getting ahead, it's something else that just comes in that make you say, hey, hello, I'm here, a new bill. It's like bills are just being created. Like, it's weird, man. I get a tax bill. A tax bill stand that I did not claim in the last 2 years, but I did claim. But for some odd reason, it's showing that I handle business in another state. But when it comes to the state that I got properties in, that wasn't handled correctly. Yo. We definitely are in times now where as though no matter what, they gonna drain you somehow, shape or form. You going to be shaken down for your bread. Hey man, I take my hat off to y'all that's out here doing your thing and out here working 1 or 2 or 3 jobs trying to survive. But boy, I think a lot of us are all feeling the stress of just the overhead that we have. Yeah, we definitely gotta stack more. I don't know. Seems like the more you save, the more stuff come out of nowhere. Be safe, y'all.
It's 2025 and everyone's poor. In America, everyone's poor. And it's normal now. And that was the point. The average person in America is simply getting left behind. The work culture is changing. It's been bad for a long time, but it's just getting worse. There's no real incentive anymore. There's just expectation. And the expectation is that you need to work between 60 and 80 hours a week. Essentially, it's normal now to work 2 full-time jobs. To work 80 hours a week 10, 20 years ago would have been lunacy. You'd be called a workaholic. It was a negative thing. Now it's normal, it's expected. In fact, if you work less than 80 hours a week, there's probably something wrong with you. You're just not being productive. At what point in the work culture has this become normal? This has become normal because being poor has become normal. There are more Americans now living in poverty. There's more child poverty now than there's probably been since the Great Depression. It's a normal thing in America now. America is falling behind and its people have been left behind. In the managerial class, the bureaucratic class, they're just completely out of touch with Americans. I recently read an article on USA Today, and they're saying it's starting to look bad for poor Americans. But the fact is, who are the poor Americans? Because it's a majority now. The middle class has been erased. All you have now is upper middle class, upper middle class, and upper class, and the poors, the thrifts, people like us. And though we can look at inflation rates, we can look at wages have gone up slightly, but we are still feeling the great impacts of what we've seen happen over the past 4 and 5 years. With a rapid, obscene printing of money, we've seen the devaluation of the US dollar to the point where America has essentially lost its position as global economic hegemon. The BRICS countries are coming up. They are the rising power. What's America going to do? Because with lack of policy, we'll see what the tariffs are going to do. In the long run, I hope the tariffs work. I hope they do something, because something is better than nothing. Because nothing means that they keep spending, they keep using, they keep abusing the population to get what they need to push their agenda, while at the same time burying us in a position where people need to take debt just to meet the cost of living. Because the average household income now, even in places like Kentucky, average household income doesn't meet the cost of living. So for all those people out there that say the solution is to move to the rural areas, that may be the case. You may be able to find a cheaper home, but the fact is there's not going to be any jobs there. I spent 8 or 9 years in West Virginia. I love West Virginia. It's a beautiful place. Reality is poverty there is crippling. Yes, you can buy a home for cheap, but guess what? Good luck finding a job where you can meet those mortgage payments.
Yeah, so it's locking. Yeah, so yeah, man. So to, matter of fact, let's grab this. Well, we grab it, but it's a good one. And then Ecclesiastes 12 and 3 it reads, "In the day when the keepers of the house should tremble, and the strong men should bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few of those that look out of the windows be darkened." All right, because there's no future, right? You know, things is looking very grim, and there's no future, right? And that's because it's being set up that way. It's a control collapse, right? As they transition from the petrodollar to the central bank digital currency. All right, let's continue. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Right now, people are grinding right now, but when they look out the windows, it's dark. It's getting grim and grim. All right, hold on. Yeah.
This okay? We